rongsokan.
Astagfirullah. Iya juga ya. Itu cuma tangannya doang. Itu simple pen semua. Ini punya Miss. Tolong dilepas dong. Iya,
Kenapa sih? Susah banget.
saya berlindung dari godaan konten. Bisa.
Should we start now? So, welcome to this class. Yay, finally. This is the fifth meeting, right?
Yes.
So, we still have like 6 more meetings. So, and since this is my second time teaching you, like, before we start, I would like to ask, what about your evaluation? Like, last semester we studied together reading 3. So, do you have any improvement in your reading? Or it's still same? Just wondering first. Everyone need to speak up. Say first. So, what will you say first? What did you learn from last semester? Then, is there any changes in your mind? Like, how do you see reading before and after the reading to the class? Right. So, because last semester I introduced several tips how to read, how to improve the importance of reading. Then, do you have any improvement now? So, and the last one, how is your reading habit? First, what did you learn? Second, is there any changes in your mind now toward reading? Not toward anything, right? We focus on reading. Then the last one, how is your reading now? Okay, what to say first? Let's go, Hannes. Ketua kelas dulu. I got it right.
From the past semester.
Just 3 questions. So I need everyone to speak up and let everyone knows your idea about these 3 questions. Terhadap. Who gonna say first?
Ini yang last semester tuh yang kemarin setting.
Yes, reading 3.
Apa yang kamu pelajari dari semester yang lalu?
Kan last semester I think I asked you to, as I remember, I asked you to read articles that you submitted your homework. Like
Yes.
you just
Give
give
a comment.
Is there any changes after you do this? Then how is your reading habit? Since we are in reading class, here I believe that reading can change your mind. Reading can empower you. You can be smart by reading.
Because of reading, I know more knowledge.
Like The more you read, I do believe the more you read, the more you get yourself smarter.
The more I read, the more knowledge that I know.
Sure, sure. So, who wants to speak first? Mas Arifin?
Please.
Mm-hmm.
From the last semester,
Mm-hmm.
I learned about scanning,
Mm-hmm.
review.
Mm-hmm.
Is good to read read the book. So I apa kayak gampang nemuin maknanya gitu.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, any changer for our reading,
Forward.
toward reading.
Mm-hmm. I still think that reading is difficult. The reading is boring. It's
No,
up to you. I want to change your mind. That sometimes people say, "Oh, reading is so boring," but I expect that after you join my class, you have like different perspective. Oh, reading is insightful. I got a lot of insight. The more I read, the more I become wise. Maybe.
Apa ya? Kayak apa ya, banyak betul nemuin vocab gitu. Terus sekarang lebih lebih minat baca yang Inggris gitu.
What else?
Terakhir itu ya sekarang bisa baca-baca yang Inggris, jadi bisa mengerti gampang.
Jadi lebih senang baca yang teks Inggris.
Yeah, this is what I want to learn. This is what I want to listen from you. Then okay, thank you, Mas Arifin.
Aku dulu.
Sure, sure.
What do I learn from last semester? I think I learned a lot. I can read very fast to find a main idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what scanning is.
Mm-hmm.
And I can read more kayak improve my pronunciation.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any change to reading? Yes. I think I feel change my because I know I really don't like reading.
Mm-hmm.
But I read some of it. I think I find it more interesting, and I like to read English, not Indonesian.
Mm-hmm.
How is my habit now?
Mm-hmm.
I like reading.
Okay, nice. Thank you. Next one.
Kayaknya sama dengan
English, English, please. Let's practice. Let's
Find
practice.
something else.
Mm-hmm.
It's similar, means my vocabulary in reading, and then so what is the chance for reading?
Mm-hmm.
Chance for what? I don't have idea. Pokoknya gitulah. Soalnya udah dijawab sama Mas Arifin tadi.
Oh, you can say, you can repeat
Oh,
using your own word.
iya.
It's okay to repeat someone.
Korea aja.
Korea tapi Inggris English. How is your movement now? I'm like reading. I use English book.
Ada apa nih?
Then I don't know. I can explain this.
Okay. That's a good try. Next one.
If I watch movie, I will use
Then
dan apa sih kabar baiknya?
good news.
Kemarin kayak bahasa Indonesia Miss ya.
Boleh bahasa. You can say bahasa first, then the second one translate into English.
Apa sih meskipun nggak terlalu ngerti artinya tuh, aku udah menghabisin satu buku yang bertuliskan bahasa Inggris.
Wow, that's awesome. What is it about?
Aduh lupa ya penulisnya siapa sih itu. Itu buku keluaran baru. Kayak masalah apa sih, kayak memperbaiki kebiasaan kita, kayak bikin list kebiasaan kita apa, kita kayak menerapkan diri kita untuk ke hal-hal positif, untuk hal-hal yang kayak gitu. Cuman buku itu pakai bahasa Inggris, jadi kayak meskipun nggak ngerti artinya kayak ngebiasain.
Good. Then any thought? More? I want you to speak more if you want. Okay, this is a good idea. Thank you for giving comments. And now I would like to introduce you this term. Critical thinking. Do you know what is it about? Kalau bahasa Indonesia-nya apa? Critical thinking.
Kritis.
Yes, critical thinking is like you questions everything. You know the logic. So when we read, we need to use our critical thinking. Why? For example, so nowadays, what kind of text you can read? Kalian surat-suratan ya?
Sosis.
Biasanya mati. Punya dia tuh bau minyak angin.
Om bikin sakit
masa lalunya misi kayaknya.
Kamu nggak tahu kalau Om bikin sakit? Kamu nggak tahu kalau Om bikin sakit?
Enggak. Ih, dia sakit loh. Enggak tahu.
Lanjut Miss.
Jadi nggak aku.
Mungkin masih ingat masa lalu kali.
Okay, so I would like to introduce you the term critical thinking. Nowadays, what kind of text you can read? Text apa aja yang bisa Anda baca? What kind of text you can read?
Short story.
Government.
Politik. Newspaper.
And what else?
Parot.
News.
Novel.
Travel.
Quotes.
Yeah, quotes. Like how to be a good worker in 5 minutes. Then watch like on Facebook. Sometimes someone like to share how to be like how to earn money within 1 month. Then you watch a video and there is a text.
How to speak English.
Quotes nggak masuk ya Miss? Quotes.
Advertisement. Like sometimes iklan. So for example, in Facebook sometimes there are some online shops that they usually they broadcast a review about the product. Then sometimes you read this and this is a good. If you want to make your skin bright within 2 months, just use this product.
Itu apa sih yang iklan?
Even sometimes they're in Bahasa. So because I friend with some workers, some Indonesian workers in Facebook, and sometimes when they like a Facebook page, and then it will pop up to my Facebook page also like this one, this one like likes this page. That's why I can see some page like some online shop pages. Then I can like sometimes I read when I read the advertisement. Sometimes I question them. Is it real? Is it like you give the truth about this product, or do you just want to
Just sell.
make someone want to buy your product, even though you don't trust their product. So we read in our daily life. We read a lot. Even also we read.
I wasted.
Even in IG post. So there are some people post their beautiful pictures with a beautiful quotes that wow, their life is so wonderful. And now I'm suffering, like I work so hard, earning money, and I saw my friends posting pictures and wow, their life is so amazing. And now I'm here.
Aku lebih suka itu sih, apa sih, itu ada akun yang biasanya banyak tulisan tuh Tumblr.
Oh, Tumblr. And sometimes,
Pinterest.
yeah, Pinterest.
Terus itu
Twitter please.
masuk
Are you Twitter?
Yo.
Twitter.
Wattpad yang untuk tempat-tempat orang mau nulis novel apa itu Wattpad.
Critical thinking.
So
What
that's
it
enough.
means to do what.
So this is just, I just want to show you, like, there are so many information that you can read. Sometimes some people, we just have the organic idea that reading is about books, the physical books. But actually when you read, there are so many kind of types of reading, like so many texts, even though this is hypermedia text. Sometimes you go to website, you read online, that's hypermedia text. Or you read blogs.
Blog.
No.
Are you a blogger? What is it about? Your love story?
Kayak poems gitu, terus apa sih? Pokoknya yang kayak cerita-cerita gitu.
Okay. Is it in Bahasa or in Chinese or in
Indonesia.
Okay. How many readers? Did
Tidak
you
banyak
check?
sih.
Did you check regularly? Like, did you get replay from
Enggak
someone?
banyak sih.
I do have. I used to write a blog, and one of them I wrote about how to get a scholarship. Then it was 3 years ago, and I got like more than 1,000 people read this, and some people comments and ask me some questions. Yeah, I just try. Like, why? So I want to introduce this critical thinking. So critical thinking is nggak apa-apa, yang penting ingat.
Nggak bakalan ingat nih.
Itu yang menjadi masalah. So, this is critical thinking. Understanding the flow of thinking and thinking about thinking. Like, for example, you read about politics. Then, when you read about politics, do you also read another side of the political view? Sometimes when we read something, then we just read from one side, but we don't see from another side.
Sometimes like that.
It's like this. For example, three of you are friends. Then one people, like, I only listen. I listen the story, like two of you. For example, there are two people fighting. Then I only listen to her side. Then if I listen only for her side, from her side, I think this is the right one. But if I listen to the other side, then I also think, oh, she also right. So that's critical thinking. So critical thinking can be applied to anything. But because now we are reading, critical thinking can also be applied in reading. So when we read text, we need two questions. What is it about? What is the purpose of writing this? Sometimes an author or a writer, they have their own purpose. Sometimes they want to change your mind. For example, someone talk about politics. They do have one mindset, right? They will support this side and they will discourage this side. That's about politics. And about quotes. Yeah, sometimes we got motivation from reading quotes, right? And okay, oh, this is so true. That's why I share these quotes. But sometimes I like. Do you like to like? Do you know Mario Teguh? I think some years ago when he was so popular, I'm not his fan because anytime I listen to him, I was questioning: Is it true? Are you telling the truth? Yeah, life is like from his mouth, everything sounds smooth. But some people agree with that. I do agree with him, but not everything. Because I use my critical thinking. I ask, what is the idea of this? So when you use your critical thinking, this is easy. It becomes easy and it becomes not. It becomes difficult too. It depends. This is habit. So we need to ask. So anytime we read, we need to ask about what is it about? What does the author wants to tell me? What do I get from this text? This is critical thinking. So the first step to start the critical thinking is, for example, when you read, if you read bahasa text, that will be easy because you understand. But when you read English text, what you gonna do next? What is the first step to have critical thinking? Menurut Anda, apa yang harus dilakukan supaya kita bisa critical dalam membaca teks berbahasa Inggris?
Pahami punya konsep, pahami understand
the meaning.
Ya,
mengerti tentang mengerti pokok.
yang
Misalnya kayak politik, kita memang harus mengerti politik. Misal kayak politik, kita memang harus mengerti politik. Terus kayak novel itu biasanya kita kayak mengerti tujuan apa si penulis,
apa yang mau disampaikan ke penulis.
The author.
bukan cuma baperannya ya.
Baru gitu lagi.
So first we need to understand the meaning. Yeah. Then sometimes we also need to understand the context. For example, oh, this is a novel. This is about love story. Then you need to understand the love story. Western people and Eastern people are different. The way they see love are different. In Western, love is about in Western style, when someone got into a relationship, it means that they're ready. They already think about everything. That's why some people from Western they married after 40 or 45 because they think that okay, if I'm married to someone, I need to give all my life to him or her. That's why I need to think about everything about security, financial security. How many kids do we have in the future? But in Eastern, as long as you fall in love with someone, then just marry. And everything like your financial security will be followed after that. That's Eastern style. That's Eastern culture. There is no right or wrong, but we just understand the context. So when we read something, we need to understand the context and also the meaning. And also, when we read a text, sometimes the writer will use different vocabularies. So, as an English student, always bring dictionary in your phone, in your laptop, in everything. Why? Because our mind just having a lot of translation. When you say something, you need to translate right. It's difficult to say something that my foreign language. And if you check, I did give some correction to your Google document, and I saw some of you, like, you speak English, but you use Chinese grammar. I know you guys. Yes, you all of you, most of you, like, you speak Chinese all the time. That's why sometimes when you study English, you use Chinese grammatical rules to speak English. Like, give you an example. I call him. How to say Chinese?
Chinese.
我叫他
I mean phone. Phone.
我打电话给他。
See, you say using the G, right?
Oh.
Okay. Using G. But in English we don't use this. Like, just I call him. I give him a phone. That's just one example, but sometimes we use our mind. I do aware with this because when we speak some languages, sometimes our mind will mix with those languages. So then how do we set our mind to have critical thinking in English? Then we need to put our mind surrounded by a lot of English text. So, kita perlu membuat pikiran kita itu dikelilingi dengan banyak informasi dalam berbahasa Inggris. So if you like about politics, read some news in English. The reliable one. You know, reliable can be trust. It's not biased. Because some politics can be biased. Then, if you like to read poems, go to some English poems. If you if you're on Facebook a lot, you can follow some big people, like a lot of artists, a lot of singers. They also
using English.
They're also in Facebook. Or if you're in IG, a lot of singer, like popular singer. Who is the popular singer you like? The English one.
Dia kan pakai bahasa Inggris terus.
Siapa penyanyi barat favorit kalian?
Westlife.
Westlife.
Dia
Dan
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. Okay, who else?
What?
Who is your favorite singer from
Itu yang
West?
Seta itu juga bagus, yang punya Senorita sama itu yang
Cowok
cowoknya
dia
siapa sih?
siapa?
Bukan yang family yang cowoknya siapa sih?
Oh, cowoknya.
Enggak, itu bagus lagunya.
Shawn Mendes.
Aku lupa, aku suka.
Yeah. So you can follow them on their social media account. Every time they post, you can read. Oh, this is how.
Aku suka, tapi aku nggak pernah ngikut-ngikutin kayak gitu.
Nah,
Cuman di YouTube lihatnya.
For me, for the purpose of education, sometimes I follow them. Then I will read. Like, oh, this is how native English speaker write. This is how native English speakers say. Because sometimes when you go to school, the way that English taught to you and the way that English spoken by the native speaker will be different.
Kalau misalnya yang bikin status bahasa Inggris itu bisa juga Miss. Misalnya dia punya pack, tapi dia pakai bahasa Inggris gitu.
Ya nggak apa. Jadi
aku soalnya nggak pernah ini sih, orangnya nggak pernah berselancar di Facebook. Maksudnya tuh di akun-akun gitu.
This is only the only option. It's not the only one, but this is one of the option if you want to read. If you want to give exposure.
Aku paling kalau nonton drama, entah itu drama sih ya, kayak drama apa sih Cina gitu. Cuman aku pakai subtitle
Inggris.
Suka ada TV show nggak?
Enggak.
TV show apa?
Itu TV-nya orang
Yang barat, yang US TV shows
di
atau
YouTube
ada banyak. Friends.
Sebenarnya masih cari
This is old one, but
TV show.
good. Dan like some late night. Late night with James Corden with some.
Friends itu yang
So we just like do why you watch this is when you watch something in English, so you're gonna have the context.
aku tadi nonton itu I'm Jenny itu sih Jenny ya sih yang kalau perkenalan tuh I'm Jenny itu
I don't know.
yang agak tua gitu nggak tau banget sih cewek.
This is also good, so just watch movie, then you will understand the context and meaning. After you understand the context and meaning, then you have critical thinking, so you can criticize. You can say something about this text, you can agree, either agree or disagree. So this is critical thinking. These are short. Why? Because nowadays people less to read, and they are vocal to say. Right, so banyak orang kurang membaca tapi mereka suka ngomong. Saya kira diomongin nggak benar.
Oh,
So many people like now, even the political figures, orang-orang tokoh politik atau the famous people, sometimes they are vocal in speaking. Mereka tuh pintar ngomong, but they don't read. Or they educated.
jadi baca sama ngomong itu harus imbang.
They educated. Mereka pintar, but they stop learning. I just thinking like this. A lot of political figure, banyak orang politik, banyak orang-orang terkenal yang they were smart, they were bright. Ya memang dulunya mereka pintar, mereka bright, tapi they stop learning. They stop learning, then they still use that paradigm. I was smart till now. Paham nggak maksudnya? Kayak misalnya ini, sekarang ini di Indonesia kan lagi banyak banget ya tokoh-tokoh anggota DPR yang dulunya waktu masih muda mereka tuh berjuang melawan, mereka ya ikut demo melawan DPR nih, tapi sekarang mereka tidur di anggota DPR tuh. Terus mereka yang muda dulu kemana? Ya memang dulunya mereka tuh idealis pintar, tapi setelah mereka idealis pintar itu mereka stop belajar. Akhirnya ya sudah, padahal knowledge itu dinamis. Tahu kan dinamis?
Semakin banyak baca semakin kita merasa kekurangan.
Dinamis itu kan terus-menerus berubah. Kalau statis tuh diam. Pengetahuan tuh dinamis. Nah, if we stop read, we stop being smart.
Mungkin semakin berubah zaman, pengetahuan juga semakin meningkat.
Yeah. That's why this is important to read. So, I wake up. How to wake this up?
What?